Today we will study about aldehyde and ketone. Aldehyde and ketone. Its weightage is 8% in NEET of total marks. So first question is asked, match the following. So I will write the reaction. You have to tell the name of that compound. Asked in 2021. First question is benzene. This is called benzene, alternate pi bond. And this corner represents the carbon, right? And as we know, carbon makes 4 bonds, right? So you can count the number of bond of the first. Suppose I am taking this as a first. So this is making how many bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4. So each carbon will be making 4 bonds, right? And there is alternate pi bond. So this is the structure of benzene. And molecular formula is C6H6. So total 6 carbon and 6 hydrogen will be there. And when it reacts with carbon monoxide, CO. So CO is called carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, comma HCl, in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. AlCl3 is called Lewis acid. Lewis acid. Al is aluminum and Cl is chlorine. Why it is called Lewis acid? I will explain for you. As we know, chlorine, aluminum having atomic number 13. So its electronic distribution will be 2, 8, 3. In last orbit, 3 electrons are there, but it needs 5 electrons to complete its octet, right? But aluminum having only 3 electrons, so it will share only 3 electrons with the chlorine. And as we know, chlorine atomic number is 17. Electronic distribution will be 2, 8, 7. So it needs only 1 electron to complete its octet. So I will write electron for chlorine as 7. So there are total 3 chlorine atom and each containing 7 electrons in last orbit. So it needs only 1 electron. So it will share and complete its octet, right? Similarly, another atom of chlorine will complete its octet. In the similar manner, this is also completing its octet. Now total having how many electrons in aluminum? So when you circle this one, then you will get how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But it needs 8 electrons. So lack of electron is here, right? Lack of electron for aluminum, or it is also called in chemistry term as deficient of electron. Deficient of electron. So when compound having deficient of electron, that is called Lewis acid. It is called Lewis acid. So it will act as a acid here. Understood? And another compound we use here, CuCl, copper chloride. This is called copper chloride. And this is your aluminum chloride. Write the name aluminum chloride. Is it clear up to here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when benzene react with these reactants, these reaction which I am circling, so this is called what? So name is asked. So this is called Gutterman-Koch reaction. You have to just remember the name of the reaction or scientist given. This is called Gutterman-Koch reaction. KOCH reaction. So when benzene react with carbon monoxide in presence of HCl and anhydrous ammonium chloride plus copper chloride, then it is called Gutterman-Koch reaction. Remember the name of this compound and reaction. Asked in 2021. Now see the next example, that is B. B reaction is R C double bond O CH3. So when it reacts with NaOX, so this reaction is called haloform reaction. Haloform reaction. Why it is called haloform? This group, this group should be fixed, which I have circled it. This group is fixed, and here we use base. So this X will be like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. But fluorine we can't use here because it is very explosive. We use here only these three: chlorine, bromine, and iodine. This comes in group 17. 17 means it contains last electron is total 7 electrons in the last orbit. And how to remember it? This can be remembered as फिर कल बाहर आई आंटी. Instantine is there, so this is called aunty. Mnemonic to remember it. Group 17. This is the most electronegative element in the periodic table. As we go down, electronegativity decreases. Electronegativity decreases. Understood? Because fluorine is more electronegative and Constantine is less electronegativity. Now see, this group is fixed. Suppose I am giving you RC double bond O, C2H5. Then this will not shown by this. And this reaction is not called haloform reaction. So this will be the wrong reactant. This group is fixed for doing reaction with the NaOX. So now see the product. I will also write the product for you. So it will be RC double bond O Na, and it forms CHX3. Here it is X, so I will write here X3. Understood? So that's why it is called haloform. This form, suppose I am using instead of Cl X, I will use chlorine, so it will form CHCl3. When I write I, then it forms CHI3. When react with chlorine, chloroform, I4 iodoform. So it is called chloroform. Product is chloroform, and this will be iodoform. So when this aldehyde group react with NaOX to form the chloroform or iodoform, then it is called haloform reaction. Overall reaction is called haloform reaction. So write it down. Previous one is also asked in 2021. Now next C is R C double bond OH. When react with HOCH2R. So this is called esterification. This is called esterification. Why it is so? So see here, this is your carboxylic acid general formula. Carboxylic acid general formula, and this is called alcohol. So when carboxylic acid react with alcohol, it forms ester and water. That's why it is called esterification. So how it happens? Look here. This OH will form minus, and when it is minus, opposite atom will be positive. In the similar manner, in alcohol, it will produce H plus, and this will whole become minus. So this plus will be attracted towards this one OH minus, and this atom negative attach with this positive. So it will form like R C double bond O C2 CH2R. So whenever this functional group you find in the compound, this is called ester. This is the functional group of ester. Functional group of ester. That's why whole reaction is called as esterification, and formation of water is there. So this is called byproduct. Byproduct. Write it down now. Now see the D option, that is given as RCH2 C double bond O OH. So this is also carboxylic acid, but these functional groups should be fixed when it reacts with X2. So X is nothing but group 17 that comes as a fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. And in presence of red phosphorus, P4 phosphorus. So when react with X2 and red phosphorus, and in second part it will react with water, then this reaction is called HVZ. Compound name is reaction will be HVZ reaction. So I will write the full form for that. So it will be Hale-Hollard-Jelency reaction. Hale-Hollard-Jelency reaction. Right. So these groups should be fixed, this one. So write it, asked in 2021. Now see the next second example. The intermediate compound X in the following chemical reaction is when methyl benzene. This is your benzene compound, alternate pi bond, and when I will write CH3 after removing one hydrogen, then it is called methyl benzene. This is your methyl benzene. When it react with CrO2, Cl2, in presence of carbon disulfide, this is called carbon disulfide, right? This is chromyl chloride. Chromyl chloride. So what it forms? You have to form X, and when it react with H plus means acidic medium. This is called acidic medium in presence of water. And this whole can form like H3O plus. H is attached with this lone pair here. This is called hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. Then it forms product. Final product is given. So it forms benzoic acid. No, benzyl aldehyde. This is benzyl aldehyde. Benzyl aldehyde. So this is functional group of aldehyde. So general functional group for aldehyde is RCHO, or it can be written as RC double bond OH. This is the general formula for aldehyde. Understood? So you have to tell me what is X. Asked in 2021. Right? Very important question. So I will tell you here what will be the X. So when it react with this chromyl chloride in presence of carbon disulfide, so it forms complex compound. So it will be like CH, and here two hydrogen will be removed and inserted in this oxygen. So it will be like OCr OHCl2 two times. So I have to take here 2 moles of this, right? So you can count here. How many chromium is there? 2. 1 into 2 is 2. Oxygen is 2 already here. So this will be 4. 2 into 2 is 4. And hydrogen is inserted here from 2. So this is divided into two groups, H and H2. So 1H is written here, right? So this will be the X compound. So this is your complex intermediate. Complex intermediate. Very important reaction asked in my interview also. So very important. Asked in 2021. Write it down. This complex is asked only. Write the other part also. Now see the next question. Asked in 2020. Third one is reaction between benzyl aldehyde. Reaction between benzyl aldehyde and acetophenone. Acetophenone. Acetophenone in presence of dilute NaOH is known as. So you have to name the reaction. So asked in 2020. So you have to find the value, or you can find value also. So I will explain for you. Suppose I will write the structure for this benzyl aldehyde. So it will look like this. This is alternate pi bond, C double bond OH. So this is your chemical name, that is called IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this is the structure for that, and acetophenone will look like this. This is the again chemical name of compound. Chemical name of compound. So this will look like this. Acetophenone, C double bond O, CH3. So this part is called phenone. Phenone. Why it is phenone? Because comes under the ketone family. So ketone general formula is RC double bond OR, and this R1 and R2. When R1 equal to R2, then it is called symmetrical ketone. Symmetrical ketone. And when they are not equal, R1 is not equal to R2, then it is unsymmetrical. Unsymmetrical ketone. So this is unsymmetrical ketone because one R is benzene and another is methyl group, right? Because they are not equal to each other. Understood? So this will be the general formula for ketone. General formula of ketone. Understood? So this is called cross Cannizzaro reaction. No, cross aldol condensation. So when aldehyde react with ketone, then this reaction is called aldol condensation. Aldol condensation. Okay. So these two compounds are different. So it is called cross aldol condensation. This is another one, and this is another, right? So this is called aldol condensation. And when this will be equal, this first and second will be symmetrical or same compound, then it will be called as self-aldol condensation. Self-aldol condensation. So write this name, then I will make you understand how this reaction will happen. Cross-aldol condensation. It is not required, but however I will tell. Asked in 2020. Now see how the reaction happens. So this is your benzyl aldehyde, C double bond OH, and there is acetone like CH3, C double bond O, benzene group C6H6. Understood? So same functional group is there. So as we know, oxygen having 6 electrons in last orbit, right? So this pi bond will be broken and this oxygen will attract its electron towards itself and it will form minus and this will become plus. Why it is so? Because oxygen is more electronegative due to 6 electrons in last orbit and carbon, as we know, atomic number is 6 but electronic distribution is 2 comma 4, so it contains only 4 electrons in its last orbit. So when we are comparing 6 and 4, so oxygen holds 6 electron in front of carbon, so it will form minus and carbon will form plus. In the similar manner, I will now compare here. This functional group is discussed in another compound, right? So this can be written as CH2 and H. In the similar manner, hydrogen having atomic number 1 and in last orbit 1 electron is there for hydrogen only. So it contains 1 and as we know carbon contains 4. So in front of carbon and hydrogen, carbon is more electronegative. So it will form minus and this will form plus. Now, as we know, opposite charge attract each other. So this will be attracted towards this and this H will go with this O minus. So how it will look now? So it will be like this. It will be OH. This is minus, this H plus has come here. So it forms alcohol now, right? And one H is there and this is attached with this. So it will form like CH2, C double bond O and one benzene compound will be here. So this reaction is also called as aldol condensation. We are doing, right? This is cross because reactant is different. Understood? So the formation of alcohol is done here. This forms alcohol. So see, there are two functional group here. This is alcoholic functional group and this one is ketone functional group. This is ketonic functional group. Now, when we add H plus in acidic medium instead of and with water, so what will happen? So function of acidic medium is to remove the water. So removal of water will happen here. So minus of water will be coming out. So see how it will happen. This is your OH group and this H can be written as like this. I will be taking one H upper. So this will be plus, this will be minus and this whole will be now minus and this will be plus. So your compound will be like C plus and this carbon will be minus and one H is there and here C double bond O and write the benzene group. So what will happen? This minus and plus will form double bond here and water will be coming out, OH and H. So this is the removal of water when we are putting H plus in the compound. So function of H plus is to remove the water. Write it down. This whole reaction is called aldol condensation. Now look at the next one, fourth one. Fourth is which of the following acid will form an anhydride on heating and acidic amide on a strong heating with ammonia. So we have to find the anhydride on heating. So asked in 2020. So I will write the example option. So for fourth na, so see, question is which of the following acid will form an acid? So acid general formula we know, right? RC double bond OH. Form an anhydride. Will form an anhydride. on heating. So you have to do the heating. And next one is acid amide on strong heating. A strong heating with ammonia. So I will explain the example given. So this is your acidic benzene group, C double bond OH. C double bond OH. So this common name of this compound is phthalic acid. This is called phthalic acid. Undergo dehydration. Dehydration. So dehydration means D means removal and hydration means water. What are you doing? Or have you lost? Is your book with you? Can you see their formula?